Here we have a roll with white belt J, starting standing. I'm keeping my right hand away because it looks like he really wants that sleeve, so instead he switches to more of a belt grip. I'm just circling, trying to see which leg he has forward. I was able to do, I guess, maybe like more of a collar drag and spin him down. Went from right here, we're at more of a north-south, keeping that under his arm grip. I think I might actually have his belt there too. So belt grips are really good control in almost all situations. They're very hard grips to break. They're not as strong as other grips if you're going for like sweeps, but they're really good for maintaining control. So using this belt grip, I can actually pull it up under his shoulder. Okay, I'm gonna walk that back. I guess I went for a paper cutter here, so I actually used that same grip to keep his body down while dropping my left elbow. Yeah, it looks like I must have got him in a paper cutter. So it's not a traditional paper cutter setup, but again, that belt control can be used in all situations. I like to use it when I'm passing the guard. Alright, so we reset. He's pushing to try to see if he can overbalance me. He likes to do arm drags and take the back, so here, looks like that's what he did. Kind of takes me off the camera. We'll see if I'm able to reset. A lot of times with people that I can control a little better, I'm able to pay attention and bring us back to the camera, but I don't know if I was paying attention here. So we got a couple of other rolls that we can watch. 2 black belts, actually 3 black belts because I think Coach Robert's rolling. All right, here we go. It looks like I scooted back into the frame. Jay's getting his horse collar grip. He likes to try to do that situation. Him and Richard are the only two that really play this a lot outside of, I think there might be a brown belt that plays it, but he doesn't come to class as often. So because I've been in the horse collar a while, I just kind of do a suicide escape, kind of like you would do for an armbar, and it seems to work pretty well without too many repercussions. Here he's also going for a guillotine. As long as I can maintain the right side, guillotines aren't normally a threat. If I jump to the wrong side or if I let him get me into either half guard or full guard, then guillotines can be a problem. So looks like I was able to get out of the guillotine, and I'm not in a full controlled mount, but I am pinching my knees here and keeping his legs down. So from there I can actually maintain mount pretty well. He's going to try to push me backwards, but as long as I can oh, it looks like I actually went for a loop choke here because I felt that his head dipped. He's spinning out of it, so we just kind of both sit back and reset. He scoots in and I'm keeping my feet in front, but looks like I'm allowing him to get my back so we can, keep moving, keep transitioning. Sometimes it gets boring just fighting every single position, so I like to put myself in bad positions to allow me, one, to practice my escapes, but also let other people practice their attacks. So looks like he was going for a triangle, but he didn't have it solidified, so I went out the right side, turned it into a passing situation. If you can push their right leg or their left leg, I'm going to the right, so their right leg up and spin out, then he normally will break that. I have his arm here, and now it looks like I'm going for an arm bar setup. I'm going to control his outside, or his wrong side elbow, his far side elbow. As long as I can pull that to me, that'll normally give me the arm bar, because then he can't actually defend the arm bar. When the closer this arm is to me, the less of a grip he can have. So I'm also sometimes threatening the wrist lock here, and if all of that fails, then I can normally go for the collar and turn it into a paper cutter setup. So here I'm just holding his arm. He's trying to come up and over, and I guess I finally got the tap, maybe from a wrist lock, because I don't think I had the arm extended. Here I think I'm just telling him that so maybe it was an arm bar, because I was telling him how I can, if I control the far side elbow, then it's hard for them to hold their hands together in a grip. We got about a minute left in this video, so we'll see if we get any action. I just fall back into open guard. He does a little leg lace here to pin my legs down and start walking to side control. I'm using his arm down to try to either sweep him or go for Kimura. Looks like I abandoned that setup. Go straight for an underhook. Never let people get underhooks on you. It's a good way for you to get your back taken and also for them to escape. So he goes for another guillotine here. So I'm sitting back, getting my legs involved, trying to shoot for a single leg X. Looks like I was able to dump him to the side and get a sweep there. Legs are in a bad position to go for a leg lock, so I think the timer just went off, and that's the end of the video.